sun's shining this morning. Welcome to Dunsmore Moving Dirt. We're back out here. We're going to build the borders. I finally had to quit yesterday because they just kept coming a little old shire, and I'd get ready to turn and everything would just slide around. I couldn't get turned around, and it went to stick it to my tires. So it got over it yesterday and back out here, and I think the sun come out a little bit late yesterday afternoon, so I think it'll be all right this morning. I started putting the border next to the roadside. I'll let you see when I get over there. The cows have just about pulled every flag I had up. I've got some electric fence post metal ones, and then I got some fiberglass ones drove in the ground. So I just need something to get it started, and then I can always set some more, because I've got metal stakes on the end, so I'll know where they're straight. I've got that GPS. I guess I could get a reading on one or the other, then walk down through there and reset them. Like I say, it don't have to be perfect, long as they're kind of where they're supposed to be. I like keeping them straight. If the cows will leave my flags, I can do it. So they're just a little bit too wide to roll the dirt both ways and put it on the berm. I mean, I can push it over there quicker with that bulldozer than I can rolling it with a motor grader. There is one there, one over here next to this other road. It's 45 foot across instead of 90 foot across, so mark that one off here. Here's the one I was working on the border. That glare off that sun is terrible. I'm trying to get this down enough right here where I can back my dozer off and sit on that flat place, and then I'll go across. And all of that dirt I'm putting over here on this border right here. So I may make a couple more passes across. That's enough room where I can get my dozer, when I come across where I can sit down, set my blade level and go across, and then I'll put all the dirt I dig into that other border up there, which that's 70 something foot over there. But I'll try to mark it off and get it started where I'll know where to stop when I push my dirt. Like I say, usually when you're building these, it's not very level, and you either cut and fill one side or the other, but these are pretty well level. He's pulled across here with his land plane so much. He's got the side fall pretty good. He's got a lot of fall going down the hill, but he thinks he can deal with that. So really the borders, the reason I usually make them big, because if you're running cattle and stuff, they like to walk up and down the borders, and what they'll do, they'll just beat them plumb to pieces. So I'll set up, and we're going to start rolling some of this here, and I'll let you see a little bit of that. Bye. fixing to, right here on this second one, I'm gonna make one light pass and put the dirt over here in the border itself. I'll get up here and let you see this one. It looks pretty good to me, but like I say, usually the ones I've built, I mean, it's been years ago, this is just something you don't build a whole lot of around here, but even though there are a bunch of them all around Highway Park, some of the videos I've done, there's a lot of irrigated land up there, but usually when you level off the inside of your border to build your little berms, well, on these he worked so much with his land plane and everything else, he had them about level, really, side fall. But so for me to get the dirt to the berm, I've got to take the same amount off all the way across. Now on this first one, I built that one over there with the motor grader and took out enough where I could back up flat and make one pass into this berm. And I mean, I made a light pass. I mean, I'm not sticking in the ground hardly any at all. I'm just trying to get me enough dirt. Now, basically, I'm just getting what he plowed up. But this is the first complete one. Now it's just pretty level across there. I mean, it may be half of a tenth of a foot one way or the other, but I shot it 3 shots across of it when I finished it up yesterday, and it's most of the time it was just level, and we don't really know what there's so much fall going down the hill, how far it's going to spread out. He may have to get water going down the side first so it will water completely across there. Once he gets grass established, that'll slow the water down. But it is going downhill. There's no problem with that. And the side fall is it's minimal, so like I say, it's level in most of the places. So this one right here, I took some elevation shots every 150 foot before I started doing this, and it's just about level from side to side. Of course, the middle's higher because of the dirt. When you plow up, it fluffs it up. So now I don't need any more dirt over here on this one, so everything's got to go all the way across. And it just takes so much to roll everything across to get dirt over there. It's quicker to make a light pass with the bulldozer and then just knock your ridges down and blade it. It's hard to roll dirt 90 foot across and try to keep it level, because you lose dirt and you pick more dirt up. If it's 20 or 30, there's no problem at all. So the very last border, now it's 45 feet. And it's narrow enough. I may, if I get the outside border over here next to this road, if I get the outside border built, I may roll it, because this half the width that these are, and I'll be just taking the dirt toward the road, so it shouldn't take so much dirt. So anyway, that's what I'm fixing to do this one. And then when I get that done, I knock down my ridges, and then I blade across it, and usually that's it. So now I had to touch this one up. Yesterday there was a few high spots. This side over here was a little high, so I cut them and rolled that in the berm, and this berm got pretty good size, which that'll last. He won't ever have to mess with these berms. So got a phone call, just a second.